Basketball. I love basketball. All over the world, people may speak different languages, hold different beliefs, but one thing always stays the same, and that is basketball. My name is Harrison Tong. I'm half Chinese, and this is my story.
Well, a lot of people think Asians are smart.
Pretty short.
The average Asian.
Unathletic.
Very smart. Only studies. Brings a lunch bag around.
The stereotype about Asians are that they're smart and they're bad drivers. Those are like the two main ones.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't ever go to the rec center or like just play pickup anywhere. There's always a lot of Asians playing. Like, I don't know. They just love it.
Just the thrill of the game, I guess. Thrill of it, yeah.
I'm able to use my quickness ability and get to hang out with friends.
I mean, they look at me, they'd be like, "Oh, that guy, he's probably not very good because he's Asian." I mean, if you just feel, it just feels good to prove him wrong. So.
I know about 3 Asians in the NBA, but I only know Yao Ming's name.
Yao Ming, Yi, Wang Jiji.
Yao Ming, that's it. Oh, and Yi Jinlin.
More Asians might not play in the NBA because of height, but I mean, there are still a lot of short players that did really well, like Muggsy Bogues. I mean, and there's Allen Iverson. They were not super giants, and they were still successful.
Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues could like dunk from half court. I don't even know. He was like amazing, and he was like that tall.
I think it's because, like I said before, size, and it's just, yeah.
Most of us probably like what, 5? I'm like 5'7", 5'8", and most Asians are never like, there's like a plateau, and they're like maybe the 6'3" is like the highest you'll ever grow. So yeah, I guess there's a barrier, but it's like it's a physical barrier, not like a mental barrier.
It's because it's genetic. Their eyes are too small and they can't see the ball. I mean, play with your eyes closed, it's tough.
It's really how dedicated you are. Like Spud Webb, he probably put on ankle weights to get that kind of hops in almost every game, every practice. Yeah. To go out and buy those and to keep with it. Maybe we're just not as dedicated to it.
In the Olympics, you can tell like their thing is like gymnastics, like diving.
Ping pong, women's golf.
Badminton, it's a good sport. Mm-hmm. Badminton.
They have specialized things like that we've been good at, or China's been good at for like forever. And only now is basketball really starting to like pick up in China.
Yeah, I guess you can say most of their role models are not Asian. I guess it would be preferred, you know, just you know, I mean, having a Asian role model as an Asian, I guess you hold that sense of like nationality, you know, national pride.
Maybe more young Asians playing basketball would have like a hero that they could look up to in the NBA if there are more of them. You know, right now you have only one option, Yao Ming, and if you're a point guard, you can't really be like him.
As a typical Asian parent, I'd say most tell their kids to be like a doctor or a pharmacist and go to some like UC Berkeley,
Yeah.
good medical school, and that's what my parents want me to do.
Like before America was even founded, everyone had their own cultures in their own countries, and then they all merged into one, which is why they call it the melting pot, I guess, here in America. So I think definitely my parents are different than other parents just because of the background. I guess most Asians really more focused on academics. And no, you don't really see many Asians like playing club basketball.
I think there can be racism in sports and basketball, but you know, that's just, we're not completely out of racism yet, so.
The Tigers Youth Club is a Japanese-American community sports organization and plays in leagues that are primarily Japanese-American. These leagues were set up a long time ago. The men's leagues, actually, I think before World War II, and the kids' leagues started in the 50s or the 60s, back when Asian American children and young adults didn't have very many sports opportunities because of segregation originally, and I guess later on by kind of residential segregation, and then because the Japanese American kids were not getting that many opportunities to play in school or even in their community leagues because they were too small or otherwise not considered that competitive.
We're definitely treated differently in a way, but it's not really too harmful. There's only just little subtle things that happen to us in our everyday lives, but I don't think it's really racism anymore. I mean, some people still hold their beliefs from a while ago. Like where I live, they didn't allow any Jews, blacks, or Asians to live there. And I think still some of those people still hold those beliefs, like the older people. But I think now that, as in America, like we're trying to be more accepting of people.
Seems like just recently Asians have started to play like a lot of basketball, and maybe it's like it's kind of new. It's new still, you know, but with time there'll be more.
The Olympics is shown, and like everyone's like, it was in Beijing. Everyone got to see all the USA players play and all, like, you know, all the superstars play. That hopefully it's going to change, and it's going to be more. It's going to be stressed a little bit more in Asia, for better or for worse. And hopefully we'll see some Asians in the NBA, more Asians in the NBA in the future.
Just play more basketball. Just practice. You know, if you got the skills, then you could make it. Just gotta practice. That's about it.
Maybe it is the lack of popularity of the sport among Asians. Maybe it's a stereotype many hold that Asians just aren't as athletic as everyone else. But after these interviews, I found the main reason was that Asians need a hero. Someone that can show all Asians that it is possible for shorter Asians to make it in the NBA. Someone to lead the way for us smaller guys. That day hasn't come yet, and until it does, I'll continue to play this great sport that I will always love. This is Harrison Tong, signing off.